I don't remember buying this. I didn't think it was possible after going through all that. I guess this guy went Ultra Instinct after he took a huge beating on the ground. He went like do no 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 no. He just walks away. He went Ultra Instinct to buy food. He was dodging the pummeling at some point. He went unconscious. Alright, Kohei was like... He took out the money from his pocket and he just threw it, and it like landed in the woman's hand. I'm assuming the person working in the kitchen is a lady, because you know, at school I've barely seen any men at the kitchen. It was always like a kitchen lady at school. You know, he throws the money falls in her hand perfectly. Every single yen, dime, coin, whatever, you know, the currency is. That's what you call Ultra Instinct. Goku need to learn from this guy. Could it be that some enormous power awakened in me? Yo, I was just talking to you. I was just saying that. Ultra Instinct. Yo, I swear, I didn't read that. I didn't read that because, you know, my focus was telling you about my story. The story of how he awakened Ultra Instinct. Look at that. He says it right there. Could it be that some enormous power awakened in me? Brought out by all that stress? Ultra Instinct, man. Even though Ultra Instinct didn't become a thing until 10 years later. But whatever, man. Oh, that's right. I forgot this game has an opening. It's been a while. It's been a while. Okay. Ooh. You know, it's starting to come back to me. It's coming back to me now. The music for this game. Oh, okay. Okay. All right then. Okay. You can pretty much see what the game is. You can pretty much see what the content of the game is going to be from that. But of course, I'm going to censor that because you're not going to see that. I can't show that on YouTube. It's okay if I censor it, right? If I censor it myself. Alright, so pay attention to the opening and the girls that it's showcasing. Those are the girls. Those are your options. I'm gonna do it in the order that it's in this opening. So the first one is gonna be the white-haired girl, Aeka. Second one is gonna be, I forgot her name, but her. And the best for last will be that fairy girl, which is case number 3, which is the drug. Personally, I feel that was my most favorite one, so I'm gonna do that one last. We're gonna do a very tough one first, which is bullying. Well guys, that was the opening to YUME MIRU KUSURI, a drug that makes you dream. And I would like to welcome you to the very first part of this, I guess you could say, playthrough of YUME MIRU KUSURI. Now, I want to give you guys a bit of a, what you would say, some background information as to, you know, this game and me. Why am I playing this? So it's another visual novel. If you're following my streams right now, I'm playing Chusingura and I'm almost done with that. So I felt like I wanted to continue doing the visual novels because, you know, I seldom played visual novels. I was always about the action, adventure, JRPG, RPG, and whatnot. You know, shooters, typical shooters. So I would rarely play any visual novel games. So now I'm actually, you know, getting back into the groove of doing visual novels, you know, reading and stuff like that. I'm having a blast streaming Chusingura, by the way. You know, once it's done, I'm gonna miss it, but I'm gonna have something to go back to on my channel to watch when, like, man, I remember when I played that game. So back to YUME MIRU KUSURI, which is this game right here. So I last played this game almost a decade ago. I wrote like a long post online to where this game is available as well, where you can see the game, like the game's information, the game summary, and what it's about. So I played this game over a decade ago, so some things are still in my memory, some things are not so much in my memory, so I'm gonna forget a lot of the in-between details. I still remember how some of the endings were, how it began, and whatnot. So I praise this game a lot, believe it or not, you know, and there are not a lot of games in my library of games that I have played up to this point in time And for me to praise a game like this, it says a lot for me. Because, you know, I could easily say, like, oh yeah, that's my favorite game, that's my favorite game, that's my favorite game. But this game is one of my top most favorite games. And Chusingura is there now. Persona 5 is also on that list. And those are the only 3 games that I can think of off the top of my head that I can really say that that is my most favorite game of all time. Like I said, 10 years from now, I'll still remember this game and still want to play it. So let's see, I've already played it 10 years ago. It looks like I'm just on time to play this game again. So yeah, I don't have a lot of time, you know, I didn't want to keep you here for too long. It's just going to be a short video here that I'm trying to do. I don't want to bore you to death either, you know, if you like it, you like it. You want me to continue doing it, I will. I'm probably still going to continue doing it because I also want this game on my channel. I'm going to have to work hard on censoring because I saw from the opening, there's going to be quite a few interesting scenes in this game. And so I'm going to have to see how I can get creative with the, you know, censorship of this game. Anyway, I guess that's all that I have to say before actually jumping into the game. You know, typical visual novel stuff. You get your visuals and you get your text that you get to read. So of course, as if you followed my streams again, the Chusingura streams, I will be reading a lot of the dialogue that is not voiced. Even if it's voiced in Japanese, I won't read it because they're already saying their lines, so I'm gonna be reading the protagonist line, which is most likely not going to be voiced. Anyway, why am I wearing a Christmas hat right now? When you're watching this, it's probably not gonna be Christmas anymore, but at the time of recording right now, it is Christmas. So without further ado, yeah, Merry Christmas if you're watching this still on Christmas, which I doubt you will because it won't be Christmas for long. Anyway, let's start. Let me stop this. Let's start with the this. I'm not gonna do the sound effects, seeing as how you can actually hear it yourself. It's a monotonous, incessant noise. It's a sound that makes you drowsy after you listen to it long enough. I know that feeling. It's like the sound of a moving train. It makes people want to go to sleep. I know exactly what you mean, man. Riding on the subway, like, on the bus, sometimes it's hard for me to fall asleep, but when I'm on the train, whoo boy, I don't know. Man, it just happens. It just happens. I think I must have sat here, half asleep for some time. It happened again, like it always does. It's that hallucination. I'm not on a train. Wait, I'm not on a train, and there isn't one passing by. It's just this auditory illusion I get. It's depressing, really. I remember when I first got into this game, and I read that auditory illusion. I'm like, what the hell is that? You know, I wasn't that dumb back in the day, but you know, my vocabulary is not what it was, what it is now. But on the upside, I never have any trouble sleeping. I guess I'm already asleep. I'm hearing the noise even in my sleep. I wonder when it started. No idea. But I do believe the monotony of a moving train is suitable for me. I live the same day every day. I go to school, I go back home. I remember those days. They were actually good days, because, you know, I had video games to entertain me, had anime to entertain me, so it wasn't all that bad in high school. Because this is high school based. Yeah, it's not middle school or elementary school or in the womb. I'm pretty bored with it, but I don't feel like breaking the cycle. I don't see the point. I've been an honor student by sheer inertia for a while now. That's not going to change. More of this train sound effect. You're probably getting tired of hearing that yourself. It's as if the train is transporting my entire life. My senses fade. I lose myself in the dull noise, and it looks like he falls asleep. I'm in an old-fashioned train car. In the seat across from me is a woman dressed in black. She's pretty. She wears one of those Russian hats, a shapka? From under the hat comes her long blonde hair, which in turn falls over her black cape. Sorry? Is that so? I couldn't say, but if a lady like her said so, then it must be true. I will. I nod. I'm too sleepy to think. Yes. I'm convinced that I crave for reality subconsciously. The woman smiles and nods. It's the warm smile of an older woman. Kohei. Oh, that's the protagonist's name, isn't it? Right, and what is that? The woman stands up, still wearing that smile of hers. I'll have to... Excuse me? I wasn't aware that I was playing a fighting game. I'm pretty sure this is just a visual novel. Okay. The woman slams her knuckles together. Her cape flies behind her like a vampire's cowl. Yowza! Damn, this is how you know this game is old. Like, who says yowza? What? Why? Who says yowza anymore? I guess I should be saying. Before I get time to react, she drags me onto the floor. Before I can object, she bears down on me. But wait, youngsters nowadays sure know how to defend themselves. Hang on, that's not my line. I clench my fist so tightly I think the joints in my fingers might come off. I can feel her getting ready to hit me. I'm normal, and I don't got any joy from pain, and she doesn't listen to me. She raises her hands over my head. Genocide! Why would you say genocide? The next instant, the woman lets fly her punch. Simple as that. My field of vision is filled with an enormous fist. Yeah! Whoa! I jump. There's a thump. I feel something collide with my forehead, and stars appear before my eyes. Yeah! I thought I jumped up, and I now cringe as a result of a pain my forehead causes me. There's another thump. I hit the back of my head on something. Now I hurt in 2 places. Great. There's a flop. Since I was sitting on a bench before I jumped up, I fall to the ground. Ugh. With all my writhing around, I managed to hit the side of my head on the bench. Oh my god, this guy's... he's brain damaged, that's it, he's dead. When my vision returns, the world is blurry. With tears I shed out of pain. I can just make out the graffiti scribbled on the underside of the bench. You can't get gum out of your hair. Why does he keep asking for my cell phone number, even when I told him I don't have one? When I went to the toilet, there was a used napkin in there. I'm just imagining some dude was the one that wrote there. Oh, I see. The used napkin. He's referring to... Let's not even go there. I have to censor myself now. I don't know who wrote these things, or why, but I don't like them. It's as if they're a final slap in the face after all that. I look away. Oh. Well, there she is. That's the first girl we're going for, by the way, guys. So make sure you take in her appearance. Is there a way that I can... Oh, there is. But man, it's like you can see that this is how the mouse clicker looks in this game. It's like a chalk, and you know, okay. But the text is so small, I can barely read that on the side. We'll see what we gotta do. We'll work around it. My eyes meet another pair, worriedly looking at me. I feel even worse now for being looked at in a situation like this. Sure. I stand up, pretending to be fine. I wipe off some dust. Ow. I still hurt pretty badly. Yeah, man, you hit yourself. Bam. 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 Like, what? How does that happen? Wait, what? Wait, was she? Wait, what? How did I hit you, though? Where were you? How did I hit you? Hang on. She's rubbing her forehead, too. And there are tears in the corners of her eyes. Wait, that first thump when I jumped up. Did I sort of headbutt you back there? I'm sorry. Well, what are the odds of actually knowing the other person in a situation like this? She's Shiraki Aeka, and she's my classmate. Well, to be fair, nobody ever comes to the roof except for her and me. Do you have a bump? Oh, so that's what happened. It looked like he was having a nightmare, and she was curious. It's like, what's going on with this guy over there? Let me go take a look. Then when she goes, boom! It was like, that's the last time I will ever show any concern for a fellow classmate who is also sleeping on the roof. Man, screw this. I was about to make a joke, but I shouldn't make a joke that I was about to make a joke of. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud here. Yeah, so, right. Not only did I ram my forehead into hers, she also studied me while I was asleep. So his name is Kohei Kagami? Okay, pretty cool name. Got the K's rolling in there. After the second period. Hey now, it looks like you've been doing the same thing, so I don't want to hear a lecture from you. She looks at me like she just caught me in the act of causing mischief. She's still rubbing her head. She's probably still hurting, so am I. I guess it's my fault. Well, I was working yesterday and I got late, so... Well, look at that. A very serious, hard-working high school student who has a job and is going to school. Except he's slacking at school. Well, he did say he kept on his honor student, role. So I guess he gets good grades, and sometimes he just feels like, I want to sleep in some more because I worked late last night. I just fall asleep in class anyway, so I might as well do it here. If I go on about my job, she just get all sarcastic about how hard it is on me. So let's just go with the playing hooky. Oh, wasn't I just feeling like that about him? Just let's not tell him that though. Hey? I don't remember seeing her in class either. You weren't in class this morning. Did you come in just now? She's trying to dodge the issue. Then I notice. Hey, what's that mark on your face? There's a line on her cheek, as if she's been pressing on the bench for a long time. Don't tell me. She was asleep here even before we were here. What? Now that is the worst excuse you could come up with. Like honestly, really? What kind of reason is that? I imagine her pressing her ear to the bench. She wasn't doing that. She was asleep, bro. Look at the blanket she has on her, man. I can't believe anyone in their sane mind would do that. Then I noticed something else. She's holding something in one hand. Her blanket, or whatever you call that thing. It's a blanket. Never mind that. Who are you supposed to be? Linus from Snoopy? Wait, what happened? Oh, she's cute. I'm not gonna lie. Aika is cute. I always kind of liked her. She's the second best girl in this game for me. The first best girl is the one we're gonna do at the very end of this whole game. The one that's the drug arc, I guess you would say. Like, there's a saga or an arc in this game. There's 3 different routes. So the drug route, that's the best one. This is, I guess, it's almost equal to, but I would say the second best, since we have to go in order. And the interpersonal one, I have mixed feelings about, from what I remember. We'll see when we get to that arc, or that route. Alright, so, what is it there? So, she said, yeah, oh, that's what it's called. I didn't even know then. From Snoopy, Linus. She quickly hides the blanket behind her back. Not that there's any need to hide it. Yeah, we busted you already. Come on.
今も世界の片隅では一枚の毛布さえもなくって。
Okay, now she's just starting up with some random facts. I fail to see how this is relevant. There really is no point in getting upset and going off about that. I wonder how many girls would consider the lack of blankets a major world problem. I find that not a lot of people really killed themselves about that. I think I know what it is she was doing, but I'll give it another shot, just in case. By the way, Shiraki-san, did you know this? Recent studies show that women who sleep more than 8 hours a day tend to get fat. This is, of course, bull. But she's known for being slow, and that's the main thing. Oh my god, it looks like she's crying too. Wow, she's even using her fingers to count. Oh, thanks. You just exposed yourself. There's this awkward silence you get when someone's just dug their own grave. She just stands there looking at me, looking at the blanket, rubbing her forehead. She's like, damn it, this guy caught me. She gently puts the blanket on the ground, and she lies down on it and curls up. And she just fell asleep right there in front of us. She's like, whatever, man. Get out of here. I'm gonna sleep. Hey. This is ridiculous. She's pretending to be asleep, hoping to fool me that way. Really? She's pretending to go to sleep? Yo, who is this girl? This is not a comic. I won't say anything else. Sorry. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry. She's back on her feet again, but she looks crestfallen and mortified. I really don't know what to say to improve the situation. I'm not that close to her after all. Well, that's okay. You're just gonna get fat is all. I mean, you know, ain't nothing wrong with thick girls. You know what I mean? She mutters something in defense, but it's not like I really care. But I feel bad for making her lose spirit like that. Ah, so we were here before you. I thought you were here before us. We just happened to get there, we fell asleep, and then you just found us. Well, thank you, finally! Some people are considerate around here. Like, honestly, why can't more people be like her and just be considerate instead of waking you up, slamming the door open, and doing a lot of crazy stuff, man? Her sleeping here too is one thing, but that probably means I made some funny noises in my sleep, and she noticed. I wonder what funny noises he's talking about. Huh? What about? Hey man, cut a guy some slack. You know, I consider myself an obedient pupil who works comparatively hard in class. And when I decided to make it late, I did feel some excitement about doing something I shouldn't be doing. We've all had one of those. You know, there was this one time I actually cut class and I knew it was the wrong thing to do. I actually cut school completely. Like, I said I was going to school and I didn't go. There were some circumstances going on and I just didn't feel like going that day. I got sort of in trouble, but you know, it's really water under the bridge. It's not like I got, you know, thrown off the cliff or something for that. But that's about it. The conversation has derailed. Silence follows. Underfoot, I can hear the noise of school building in full operation. There's a broadcast on the intercom, and then the chime. I see. Very observative. Aika, was it? Yeah. What, you wanna have lunch with me? Is that what she's saying? Is she already asking us out? I'm barely like, what, 20 minutes into this game and a girl's already gonna ask me out? I was gonna get some bread. As the chime ends, the school vibrates gently with the increased activity. The usual runners must have been sent for the food by now.
なら急いだ方がいいよ。
True. I don't have anything left to say to her anyway, so I set off to the door. I look over my shoulder before I run off. I'm going. I'm really sorry about your forehead. If it still hurts, tell me later and I'll make it up to you.
いいよ、気にしなくって。
Okay.
これくらい本当に大丈夫だから。
Sweet. I nod curtly at her, then race towards the stairs. You see, in Japanese schools, it's a thing that they have like this cafeteria. You know, if you guys watch anime, you've seen how they all like run to the cafeteria just to buy the most popular item on the menu, popular food on the menu, and whatnot. So it must be something like that. From what I can remember. I wonder what she's having for lunch. Ah, none of my business, surely. The rooftop was hers from the beginning, anyway. Really? Okay, I guess the queen claimed her kingdom, I see. She even has a blanket for a rooftop use. The stairway is filled with people having lunch. I make my way through the crowd. Oh, wow. You could dance to this. You honestly could dance to this. And there it is, the object of the students' collective desire. You can't say there's a crowd here. You need another word. It's a tidal wave of people. People with bloodshot eyes. People frothing at the mouth. Frothing at the mouth? Wow. What? Damn, yo. That's a word you don't see being thrown out every day. I think the Battle of Stalingrad must have been a bit like this. The Battle of Stalingrad? I'm not getting that reference. So it's basically like a war just to get your food. Ah, the guys who rush into the fray with their battle cry. Wow. And then the girls shouting stuff at the injured boys. And if Florence Nightingale saw this, she'd faint. If Florence Nightingale saw this, she'd faint. Oh yes, this is a battlefield. And I'm next to useless in this melee. Yeah! Suddenly, someone crashes into me from behind, making me drop to the floor. Yeah, that's because you did. Something. It was me! It was me you pushed down because you can't wait your turn. Gah! I'm being mercilessly trampled on. Did you hear that? Yo. Eel sandwich. I'd like to try that. Wow, you kill your pet parakeet for that? I'm sorry, but you need to not have any pets. You bitch. Stop dancing with joy on someone else's back. Jadoff. Get off. He's saying get off. Just get. I'm guessing that's the sound of him being trampled on. Ah! I think I'm gonna die. I was careless. I figured I would be in time to buy something at my leisure. I got here only a little late, and look at the mess it ended me up in. The students are crowding around the vendor like orphans in a war zone around troops handing out gum and chocolate. The salesman sells and restocks as fast as he can, but he's starting to look more and more like a last defender about to yield. And I'm down here, trod on without mercy. I'm starting to pass out. Ah, yes. Yes, this music. Very peaceful. It's peaceful and relaxing. Yeah, I get jammed to this. Anyway, A friend of mine, sipping from a cardboard juice box, spots me and calls out to me.
Oh, go ahead.
He loses his cool when he notices the state I'm in. Yeah, you know damn well what happened to me. Oh, that's a cute girl. You don't have to tell me how I look disheartedly. I flop down to my seat. Just moving about makes various parts of my body protest. Damn, yo, first the head bumps in the bench in the rooftop, and now his body's just been beat to the pulp, man. They didn't stop. They kept treading on me. I thought I was going to die. Now I have some idea of how women feel when they get raped. Wow. Wow. Really, dude? That you kind of just like, wow, that escalated quickly. I mean, whew. I mean, that got way out of hand there. Like, damn, dude. Chill with the rape jokes. Like, honestly, you know, that was out of oh my god. I didn't really make it sound worse than it was. But Sayama, that's Sayama Misaki, a girl I know, frowns at me. Yeah, dude, that wasn't funny. Should've just told them like you were rolling with the gang and there was a gang war in the streets in the morning, so you know, you had to be there for your gang and it was a close fight, you know, but you pulled through. You're like, you know what? Let me at these guys, man. These guys ain't gangsters. The Yakuza, you got the Yakuza involved and whatnot. You should tell them that. That's Yogi Takashi, who, like Sayama, is a friend of mine. Looks like God really does punish swiftly when you do something bad. Oh, I'm guessing you skipped class too. No wonder we're friends. Why the hell 108 times? Anyway, unlike me, Yogi doesn't really pay much attention in class. He listens to his MP3 player and he reads manga. Yogi looks down at my hand. Well, I mean, yeah, you know, it's a typical Yakuza stuff, you know. I was walking down this block, but they didn't like that very much, and then, you know, we had this confrontation, and I just got some bread. Huh? Bread? I look down. What the damn heezy? What? Yo, where's this dialogue coming from? This text? Is this from a translation? Because, you know, it's a Japanese game, so... Yo, who translated this game? Really? I thought this guy died on the floor. I don't remember buying this. I didn't think it was possible after going through all that. I guess this guy went Ultra Instinct after he took a huge beating on the ground. He went like he just walks away. He went Ultra Instinct to buy food. He was dodging the pummeling at some point. He went unconscious. Alright, Kohei was like... He took out the money from his pocket and he just threw it and it like landed in the woman's hand. I'm assuming the person working in the kitchen is a lady, because you know, at school I've barely seen any men at the kitchen. It was always like a kitchen lady at school. You know, he throws the money falls in her hand perfectly. Every single yen, dime, coin, whatever, you know, the currency is. That's what you call Ultra Instinct. Goku need to learn from this guy. Could it be that some enormous power awakened in me? Yo, I was just talking to you. I was just saying that. Ultra Instinct. Yo, I swear, I didn't read that. I didn't read that because, you know, my focus was telling you about my story. The story of how he awakened Ultra Instinct. Look at that. He says it right there. Could it be that some enormous power awakened in me? Brought out by all that stress? Ultra Instinct, man. Even though Ultra Instinct didn't become a thing until 10 years later. But whatever, man. Well, there are things you can't explain. I try to tear the package around my bread, but crap. My hand is cramped up. I can't let go.
いいこと教えてあげる。反対側の手を使ってこじ開けるといいのよ。
Oh, good idea. Sayama is pretty bright. No, you're just dumb, okay? The fact that she had to tell you to use your other hand. So, like she said, I use my left hand to pry loose the fingers on my right hand. I was sleeping with this cute girl on the roof, but don't tell anyone I told you that. Sorry. I left my cell phone at home. I guess this guy... Judging from that, this main character probably doesn't have a lot of friends besides these two. But for you to just leave your phone at home, like, dude, I could not... Even when I go to work or if I go someplace else, if I leave my phone, I'm dead. That's it. I died. Because, it has my music as well, so, And I remember back in the day that I used to have the PSP as a source of MP3 player. And those were the days. Those were actually the days when I was playing this game. I still had a PSP at that time. I hate carrying it around me all the time, so I usually leave it at my desk at home. Of course, that kind of defeats the point of having a cell phone in the first place. No, duh, Einstein. How many did you send anyway? Usually you'd give up after 2 or 3. This guy's, he's pulling your leg, dude. He's yanking your chain. He's full of crap. Because he said that same thing about the 108 times. There's no way you're keeping count of that, dude. Check your phone for your notifications later. He doesn't seem to think much of it, but suddenly the world around me freezes. Oh, what happened? At that time, my mom was thinking over the past few hours. Wait, what the heck just happened? The world freezes and then we're home now? What kind of power is that? Wait, that's your mom, huh? Let's take a closer look at her. She looks aged, and I gotta say. She looks like she's been through some in her life. You can see, the way her design and eyes, they make her look that, she's a mom. She's not in the MILF category, unfortunately, not for me, Anyway. Okay, so we're cutting... Wait, is this him imagining his mom going into his room or something? Oh, from all the messages. My God, just imagine that. Yo, if this guy probably spammed. He probably just said like, yo, 256 times, dude. Wait, so you're thinking that your son is... Wow. I'm pretty sure she thought that he had a vibrator in his room. And I guess where the story goes from there if a guy has a vibrator. I mean, it's not like he has any girls in the house. Well, there is her. So, I mean, it's not that kind of game, but you never know. Maybe he planned to use it on her, or... The rest will be spoilers, so I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut. Well, I guess he wasn't lying about the 256. But did you catch the drift with his mom's last comment? Like, wow, these youngsters sure have things that vibrate a lot. Thank God I'm home alone. My mind shut down when it tries to grasp why he sent so many. Why he's such a moron. I let my gaze wander around the classroom. The one thing I want to say about that little tidbit there. So I think back in the day, you used to have to pay for like the text and whatnot. I still remember when I had like one of my first cell phones, and like you could only send like free text messages or free calls after like a certain time after like 9 p.m. or something like that. It was something, I don't remember all the details, but it was something like that. But you used to have to pay for like every text message and whatnot. You must have unlimited texting then. If you don't, then good luck when the monthly bill comes around. Wait, what'd he say? Yeah, he starts to gather around the classroom. Hey. Oh, it's Aika. Shiidaki enters her classroom timidly, as though not to draw attention to herself. She looks at me. She seems to be surprised by my appearance. Then she nods almost imperceptibly at me. Wow, that was I don't know why I brain farted there. And walks to her seat. She sits down and stares out the window. Doesn't look like she's having any lunch. There's nobody who talks to her during lunch breaks. It's been a while since she transferred in, but she's still like this. She doesn't look that bad. Objectively, she is cute enough, I think. Kohei, I agree with you. She's actually very cute. So I don't see why she'd have any problems. And she looks after herself. She seems to be able to study too. It's just that... come to think of it, we never actually got a chance to observe these characters, so let's do so right now. Okay, so... what was her name again? Sayami, something like that? Yeah, she looks cute. She looks cute. I wonder if she's gonna be an optional route. I already told you the 3 girls that are the main focus of this game, but I don't remember there was actually an optional route for her. Or maybe those 2 start dating or something. I don't know. Yep. She's finished looking outside, and now she's just looking down at her desk without moving a muscle. She's always so introverted. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess that's her problem, I guess, what they're going with, you know. I'm an introvert, okay? So we'll go more into detail with me being an introvert as we go through this route of the game. There's this eerie atmosphere hanging around her. Then something draws our attention away from her. This must be the popular girl in class. I can already imagine. Just look at her. Just look at her. It screams like, yep. I'm the most popular girl in class. Oh my god. Yeah. I'm the most popular high school girl in class. By the way, I didn't mention, right below me there's a picture. Since this game right now, I wish I could show you, but it's playing on a smaller screen. I can't full screen this game, I think. I haven't tried that actually, but if I do, it's gonna mess with my configurations of the screen that I'm playing on. I want to play it on this screen, and if I go full screen, it's probably gonna go on that screen. I don't want it on that screen because I don't want to be playing like this. Like, oh yeah, aha, fancy story you telling there. So yeah, I'm playing on this screen here. But yeah, she screams that she's a popular girl. Anyway, I just went out of topic there again. I'm like going back and forth, confusing you, I'm sorry. But the girl below me, of course, Aika, that's the girl we're going to be focusing on. So I think I'm going to do a thing where I'm going to be changing the picture down there, representing who's going to be our main focus and whatnot. Alright? So just to let you know, just in case you were wondering, like, hey, what's that picture doing down there? What are you doing, man? But yeah, back to her. It looks like she's a popular, I think it said Nanjo-san? Something like that. She must be the popular girl. So she came in late? After lunch? Dude. Damn. The atmosphere hanging around this particular girl is exactly the opposite of the one around Shiidaki. Right, so Shiidaki's the introvert, and she must be the super extrovert. Oh, so Nanjo's also working. Wow, and it looks like this dude's cool with her. Cool. Hey man, you get to bang, huh? She looks like a celebrity actress as she walks over to us. Her name is Nanjo Kyoka. Her carefully maintained hair swings gently with her gait. Or gait. I'm not too sure about how to pronounce that word. There's always a girl like her in every grade. The kind of beautiful girl who's easy to predict. She's the kind of girl who doesn't just want to gather people around her, but wants to be in the center of everyone's attention. Wow, the popular girl, of course. I don't know, I wasn't in class either, you know. She disregards my battered state altogether, asking only about herself. Yeah, it's like, wow, it looks like you've been through shit. But I don't give a damn. So did the teacher say anything about me, the most important person right now? That's basically how it was. No idea. I skipped class this morning. I don't know, we'll be fine. But if you're going to worry about things like this, and show up on time, I better not say that to her face though. What'll happen if you stand up to her? Or show her up or something? I remember when I used to look forward to eating lunch at school. Towards the final years of high school, I didn't really eat lunch at school anymore. But I had to a few times before graduating, just because I knew I would never, you know, eat the school food again. You should just bring your own food. Antoinette, that's her name? But of course, I keep that to myself too. Though Nanjo... Wait, her name is Nanjo, but is it Antoinette as well? Or what do you mean by that? You should just bring your own food, Antoinette. But of course, I keep that to myself too. Though Nanjo acts friendly enough towards me, I feel the two of us don't get along very well. I kinda know where you're coming from with that, Kohei. She's stuck up. She's extravagant and she never, ever takes note of anyone. She's using my first name without me telling her to. For example, I don't know if the real Antoinette was a woman like this, but it seems appropriate. Also, you just called her. Her name is Kyoka. I keep forgetting that the names are like right there. You can see right there. The names are there. So Kyoka Nanjo. So he just gave her like the nickname Antoinette. I guess he's referring to someone again. Oh, do you? I just go along with it. It's easiest. The weird thing about all this is that an Antoinette like her would talk to me. I get the feeling I spend more time talking to her than the other boys in our class, really, so maybe you two can hook up. Even though she already seems like the kind of girl that I'd never go for, but yeah, she looks pretty. Then the chime announcing the start of the 5th period rings through the school. Nothing much happened after that. Well, the teacher asked me where I was this morning. I guess that made me cringe a bit. Yeah, you know, fighting the Yakuza, daily morning of a Yankee, you know. Alright, that's the transition of the day. I don't have to work today. I go home. Dropping by some shops on the way. By the time I get home, it's pretty late. Dinner is already served, of course. Of course, my sister, Aya, makes a big scene. Ah, so this is the little sister. I honestly forgot about this character. And just looking at her, I got the rush of memories from her. I think she has a thing for her brother. I don't even know their relations, so I guess the game will tell us how they're related and whatnot. I think they are just regular brother and sister though. In the last 2 or 3 years, she's grown damn annoying. Asking me about my business and butting in when I'm talking. This is no way for a sister to behave. Oh, nowhere. I'm just shopping around for a bit. His mom actually seems pretty cool. You know, the laid-back type. The type that won't make a fuss over spilled milk. You know what I mean? Because there are some parents that are way too strict that if you spill milk, it's like, that's it. You're sleeping on the bridge tonight. I don't care what you say. You'll learn not to spill milk in this house, young man. Normally, the mom teams up with the sister to wash out the guy, but my mom just amiably put some food on my plate. Good job, Mom. I know I'm your favorite. By the way, can I have my phone back? And make sure you clean it. Oh, that's the dad. Huh. The dad also seems pretty laid back. You have some laid back parents. Kohei, you're pretty damn lucky to have parents like that. Not saying anything bad about my parents, but I'm just saying that growing up like that, it's hard, you know. Like, some parents are strict, some parents are too laid back. That's not a good thing. You have to have some boundaries as well as a parent. That's how you get your child on good discipline. I believe that's what I believe. But hey, don't take it from me. I'm not a parent. So he says because you're a girl, it's so different, you know, for girls. So he's playing the roles here. I get it. We're in 2017 now. And that's saying something. My dad makes a disinterest contribution. He's already done eating and he's now watching TV. Aya slaps her chopsticks onto the table, scowls at Dad, and heaves a dispirited sigh. My mom pushes something towards me. What's this? It's a package. It's heavy, long and narrow. It's wrapped with a lot of paper and duct tape. It doesn't look like it got here by mail. It looks like the sort of package you'd only open in an explosion safe chamber. Oh, alright, I guess we can take our dirty minds out of the gutter, you know. She didn't do anything like that with the phone. Wow. Oh, but she still thinks something's fishy. No, it's not like that. One of my friends is an idiot, and... Okay! I explained the situation to my mother, mentally throwing my moron friend off a cliff. Yes, dude, carry your cell phone with you. It's for emergency situations, just like he said. Enough with the adult line jokes, guys. But you're suggesting it. You're thinking about it. No, you're already thinking about it. The fact that you said it means you're thinking about it. Dad, walk. Walk. You're sleeping on the bridge tonight, Dad. Get out. Yeah. Maybe it's trust. Maybe it's apathy. My mom and dad aren't too picky about what I do, and I don't do much for them to be picky about. I suppose I get along well with my folks. Yeah, you have some cool parents, dude. Not gonna lie. Maybe a little too well. Like that serious, diligent student image of mine. Yeah, that's the kind of thing. It's like, yeah, I'm not gonna buy it for you right now when it's $900. I'll buy it for you next year when the new version is out. I'll get you the old one when the new version is out. I eat my lukewarm miso soup as I watch my sister. I'm not very hungry because I ate that candy I bought, but this is one of those things I do to keep up appearance. I retire to my room, start up my computer, and check my email. Usually all the email I get is spam, but there's one untitled email in my inbox. The sender is 1, Kyoka. She wrote it using the alphabet, not kanji. Ooh. Ooh. You know, I'm used to reading Japanese words in English and whatnot and saying it as you would in Japanese, like kanji. You don't say kanji. You don't say manga, it's manga. You don't say anime, it's anime, you know. So we got used to saying anime and whatnot, but you get what I'm saying. That was a big hiccup right there. I asked you for your mail address the other day, right? I'm checking if it's the right address. I don't really know, but is this okay for an email? From Kyoka. Let's see. Did I ever exchange email addresses with that Antoinette? It says a lot about how I think about her that I can't recall. Yeah, she acts so familiar with me. Maybe she likes you, dude. Like, hey, push up. Actually, I take that back. It's just like she, remember what his explanation was. She likes to be the center of attention to everyone, so it's always gotta be about her. So she's talking to you and whatnot, but instead you keep thinking about her, it's the popular girl, dude. But I can't just ignore her. Subject, confirmation. They gotta be so technical about it. I got your mail just fine. It may be a pain, but please include a subject from now on. That's all I wrote. Some people who are used to sending cell phone mail don't use the subject field. But it's not a good idea to do that with email, so I should warn her about that. There's nothing else of interest in my inbox. I remember when I did first start, using emails and whatnot. I always still think about what do I put for the subject? It's always not that easy to pick on. I browse usual sites, skim over the textbooks of the classes I missed, and that's it for today. What sites did he browse? Did any of that include Hentai Haven or hanime.tv or Xvideos? I don't know. I'm thinking too deep into this. As it's getting late, I get in bed. It's early, and I blink at the bright morning light that stings my eyes. The light. Drearily, I use my chopsticks to shovel my breakfast down in my mouth. I bite into my potato. Since I'm drowsy, I can't really tell what it tastes like. Why would you do that? Why would your mom do that? Wait, they put a horse turd? Why would you do that? That's not what? I abruptly stopped chewing. You've gotta be kidding! This is the point where my dad shows his true colors. He strikes some kind of stupid pose, then jumps out through the window like some Hollywood movie star. My mom smiles and pours some tea as if nothing was wrong. I run into the kitchen and desperately slosh the tea into my mouth. But it wasn't really shit. These guys are messing around! What the hell? Are you kidding? No. Yo. Suddenly, the liquid I'm gurgling turns into a nasty substance indeed. Oh my god. That's when my mom shows her true colors. She vanishes into a puff of smoke like in a typical ninja movie. Wait, are you dreaming? Horse dung and dog piss. I roll onto the ground trying to scrape the stuff out of my mouth. Then someone wakes me up. Something cold presses against my face. Startled, I jump out of my chair. Now what? First fake food, then fake tea, and now an ice woman? Huh? I realize I'm sitting at the dining table, holding a bowl of rice. The morning light is as painful as ever, and my body is sluggish with fatigue. Aya is pressing a cup against my face. I should have realized it was a dream after all the ridiculous stuff that was happening. Your dad poses, jumps out the window like some Hollywood star, and your mom turns into a ninja? I'm like, wait a minute, I don't remember this. It was a damn dream. Now I finally get what's going on. I mean, some good stuff on Hentai Haven. I mean, what? No. My mom is smiling uncertainly at me. Dad pours another cup of tea. Watching that tea makes me feel a bit uneasy after the dream I just had. No, I didn't stay up that late. pretty late right now for me. Be quiet. Be quiet. You're acting as if you were in my room watching it with me. Aya is convinced she saw right through me. Unfortunately for her, I'm not a guy who would visit that sort of website. Yeah, okay. And I'm not wearing a freaking Santa Claus hat, right? Yeah. Okay then. This is a Santa Claus hat, right? I'm not just going crazy today. Not last night, anyway. Oh! What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? Oh. And why would the internet be disgusting, Aya? Wait, how do you know what that is, though, Aya? There are lots of sites that are not like that. In fact, it says more about you than about me that you immediately think that when someone mentions the net. That's cute. I'm not gonna lie. That's cute. Look at that face. Look at that face she's making. How you gonna tell me that's not cute? She's cute. She's a cute little sister. She's getting angry. You can tell that just by looking at her face. That cute face that she has on right now. She's so easy. This is kind of fun. I decide to deliver another blow. By the way, Aya, your browser keeps a record of what sites you visited. If you use someone's computer when they're not there, that's alright, but at least wipe the history after you're done surfing. Especially after you've been to that kind of site. Actually, I'm completely making this up on the spot. Now that's even cuter! That's even cute. Look at her face. Oh my gosh, she's adorable. She's adorable. Aya goes rigid. Her eyes go wide. Her reaction is so over the top that even I'm taken aback. I'm like, wait, you serious? You're using my computer for that? I lean over, she leans back. Aya-chan, don't tell me. Okay, honestly, underwear, yes. Bra, I don't think you need to worry about that. That was a slip of the tongue. The room falls silent. Everyone stares at her. Aya realizes what she's done and put her fingers to her mouth. Not that we're condemning her, it's more like pity. My sister could be called slender. She could also be called underdeveloped. It's obvious it really bothers her. Yeah, I was just talking about her body. But you don't need underwear. Oh, maybe special ones that help you grow. We're all trying to be sympathetic, but of course she's gonna cry. She wraps her arm around herself as if to conceal her breasts. Damn. Damn. Aya flees into the living room. She sure is hasty. She even left her favorite omelet. Wow. What an understanding father. You're not gonna jump out the window now, right? And that said, my dad eats Aya's omelet. That's messed up. Ah, yes. This is the usual scene we have in this household in the morning. Nothing wrong going on. I should just eat up and get ready to go to school. The nice weather we're having today is spoiled somewhat by Aya's grumpy facial expression. We left together, but she hadn't said a word to me since. She just plods in silence. Hey, Aya. What's got your knickers in a bunch? Don't get so angry. We're going the same way and all. Let's talk. We're going the same way. I just told you. Funny thing is, he was just making it up. Are you sure about that? Why not? What's so embarrassing about it? It's not like you're wearing training shackles or walking in the nude. Wow. There's nothing odd about this. We're just two students going to school. Sometimes I really have no idea of how my sister works. I mean, okay. Oh, there we go. I told you. I thought they were related by blood. Because, you know, I remember, like, okay, whatever. Whatever. I mean, okay, we're not related by blood. But we were raised together, and still I don't understand her. Wow. So I guess she does have a thing for her brother, the way she was acting the night before. We were just being our normal selves. You're the only one got her feathers ruffled. You didn't even eat your breakfast. Oh. Are you dieting? You shouldn't. If you go on a diet, then you might become uncomfortably skinny. Especially around your chest. Damn, yo, she is tight. I thought she'd stamp her foot or something. Instead, she rounds at me and swings her arm and slaps me in the face. But I see it coming, because, you know, he has Sharingan and all. Oh, no you don't. I'm not a pushover. I elegantly sidestep by a slap, like a matador in an arena. What? What was meant as a cool dodge ended up in me crashing into the wall. Wow. Lame. Crashing into the wall next to the road. I whimper in pain. This is certainly not high on the coolness scale. And to top it off, oh my god, it seems I annoyed the cat who was walking on top of the wall. It's acting pretty hostile. Whoa, calm down, kitty. This is an unfortunate accident. I don't want any trouble. Aya stalks off. The cat is still glaring at me. Alright, it looks like we're back at school, and you know what? I think it's time we wrap up this first part. I actually went on much longer than I had anticipated I'd go for, because I actually wanted to end it a little sooner, but it took some time. The story is still, you know, it's definitely has a slow start, but once it actually gets to the point of, you know, like where we're doing what we gotta do, choosing our girl, different choices popping up and stuff like that, then the game goes at a good pace. But right now is basically setting the setting, if you understand what I'm saying. So with that being said, how do I save? I can't see, clearly. There we go. Yeah, I had to right click. Let's go here, number 1. And I guess we can just go back to the title. Since I know it's gonna go to that opening scene again, let me just go to extra. Excellent. Hey, let's see if we have some CGs, by the way, before we end it. Oh, we only have that one. Alright, that's pretty good. I wanted to use that for the thumbnail. It probably won't be the thumbnail. I'll probably have something else as the thumbnail, but yeah, we'll see what it's gonna be. So how do I go back? Return. There we go. So yeah. Well, guys, what do you think so far? Do you feel like you would come back to this? You know, like I said, I'm still gonna do everything. I'm gonna put this all on my channel because I praise this game so much, and as you can tell from my reading, I'm not just reading like, okay, YUME MIRU KUSURI, a drug that makes you dream, oh, and then I got back to school. I actually try to put some energy into it. Even if it's 1 AM, it's no longer Christmas Day, by the way, so I can probably take off this hat. But you know, I try to keep the energy up, and a game like this, it's still interesting to me. It's been such a long time since I last played it, so I'm looking forward to doing more of this. So I really do hope that you guys enjoyed it as well, and yeah, just let me know what you think so far. Is it looking like it could be interesting the way that it's going so far? I know I've barely showed anything, but we only got to see one of the girls, as you can see from the 3 that we get to choose from. So yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for this video, guys. So once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas, since it's still around that time if you're watching it around that time. If not, then hey, hope you had a wonderful day. It is BlackwingKei, and I'm out of here. Stay awesome, you guys, and I'll catch you in the next video, whenever that'll be. or next live stream, whenever that'll be.